it's Jenny J, 1911. So, welcome to Tuesday Night Live. You may notice I highlighted one of the teacher's pet's comments. 1 hour till my favorite 4-hour show, says Cowboy Jeff 1911. Let's see. If we did a 4-hour show, Cowboy Jeff, we would be here until midnight Central Time. My East Coasters, that'd be 1 o'clock for them. Although, I don't know, Viejo being in California, it'd be a little bit earlier for him at least. But I don't know. That's kind of late. Now, I will say, with the storm of this century on the horizon, I don't think we're going to get anything, but that's neither here nor there. With the storm of the century on the horizon, our kids' school has already canceled for tomorrow. So I don't know. I may, for the first time since quitting teaching, have found something that I really miss, and that's a snow day. I'm not going to get a snow day tomorrow. So, oh well. I mean, it's too bad that, my job is only about 12 minutes away from my house and I have a 4-wheel drive and my boss knows it. So I guess I'm stuck going into work and I'll be heading out the door at 5 o'clock in the morning, even if we get a foot of snow overnight, which, like I said, I don't think we will. So anyway, I want to give a little shout out to all the people in the house, and don't fret, J Crew. We are not going to have a 4-hour show, just so you know. I think Cowboy Jeff is just feeling punchy because his kids won't go to bed tonight. So he's begging for help from you guys to come over and get his kids to sleep for him so that he can he can keep his front row seat. Okay, Michael Dunn is here. Good to see you, Michael Dunn. Wiley Thompson, welcome. Wiley Thompson, it's good to see you again. AR Gun 1776, awesome to see you again. Brian's Custom Canvas is joining us from the East Coast. Good to see you. Who else do we have? See if I missed anybody. Viejo, he says, hey gang. Affordable Armory is here. Are you skipping class again tonight, Affordable Armory? That's what I want to know. He says, yo, sup, party people. Reese is here. Good to see you, Reese. Welcome. Dale Pogue is here. Good to see you. Let's see who else is here. Anybody that I'm missing? Wiley Thompson says he's going to be up till 3 o'clock a.m. Yeah, Michael Dunn says, Jenny got a Jeep? No prob. No. I mean, I don't know. My Jeep is, maybe I have a flat tire. I don't know. Oh, darn, I've got a spare on the back. That's not going to work, is it? Mark is here. Mark Ruane. I can never say your name right, Mark. I'm so sorry. No, I did not go to SHOT Show. I will tell you now, we did not go to SHOT Show. For anybody that didn't see us last week, that didn't come onto the show last week, and didn't make it to SHOT Show, I decided that the only time we've traveled in the last year is to do something for the Jenny J 1911 channel. And as much as I love you guys and I love my channel so much, it seriously is like one of the best things in my life. I did want to take a little time away and actually take a vacation that wasn't focused around my channel. So we are going ice climbing in a couple of weeks. We decided to skip SHOT Show and the desert heat, and we're going to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and enjoying the cold and ice and snow that it has to offer. So yeah, so excited for that. I'm so ready. I will be sharing some videos with you guys and showing you just kind of what's going on that week. We're going to be doing some different things, and I'll be posting some videos of that. Just kind of a, think of it as an out of the basement, out of the reloading shop series of videos, I guess. Let's see. Okay, so where was I? Dale Pogue is here. I think I said your name. I want to make sure. Let's see. Rose Blight is here. Good to see you, Rose Blight. Yeah. Reese brings up a very good point. Actually, this would be valid. Reese said, it's a Jeep. It just broke. That is so true. So true, Reese. In fact, this last week, I had to get my brake pads replaced. I had to get a new rotor, a new caliper. I don't know. I know nothing about cars, but yeah, had to get some things fixed on the silly old Jeep. And, if anybody wants to buy the Jenny J 1911 Jeep, her name is Tank. She is Tank Green, and she would love to carry one of the J crew around for as long as they want to drive her. She's a manual 6-speed. So if anybody's in the market for a Jeep, hit me up, send me an email. Not that I don't love it. I just want something different, She works perfectly fine, honestly. And now she's got her brake pads fixed. So yeah. All right. Oh, Mark Tanner's here, and he's telling us that desert heat, it was 28 degrees this morning in Arizona. Wow. Okay, that's a little bit chillier than I would have thought. Catchman is here. He told me I should call in semi-dead. And he's asking if I found a star BM yet. So Catchman, lucky for me, I have some friends who have stars, and in fact, Less is More told me that he has a whole family of stars for me to shoot. So we will definitely be doing a star series at Catchman's request. So be on the lookout for that. And I actually do have something new to the channel to shoot that I will be shooting this weekend. I'll tell you guys about that in a little bit. So Vanessa Kitty's here. Good to see you, Vanessa Kitty. Welcome, welcome. Jeep. Dale Pogue says Jeep, just everyone else's parts. Yes, that's true. Affordable Armory is asking, is the Jeep Jenny blue? I wish it was. Affordable Armory, if you want to buy my Jeep, I'm sure you could get it wrapped in Jenny J blue with the Jenny J logo. I mean, that would make you the A++ student. So, if you're willing. Critter is here. Critter, be on your best behavior tonight. Should have brought it over. It'll only cost you an arm and a leg, preferably the right one. Are those the ones you need, Critter? Let's see. Okay, so now we have the J crew all accounted for. That only took 8 minutes and 47 seconds, according to my timer. So, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention my right-hand man over here sitting in his director's chair. Yes, I did get him a director's chair for Christmas. So he's sitting in his director's chair right now, off in the wings. I asked him, I said, there was actually, I was prepared to have a special guest on tonight, and she was unable to make it. Yes, I said she. She was unable to make it. She ended up coming down, she said, with her seasonal cold that she gets every year. So my dear darling husband said, well, I would come on your show, but no, not gonna. I said, he makes up all kinds of excuses. Like, we couldn't both fit on your computer screen. The camera wouldn't catch both of us, So I'm like, he's going to run out of excuses eventually, right? I don't know. He's pretty creative. He's going to come up with something else every time. Okay, so let's see. Catchman says, try a Star BM, a Firestar in 9mm and 45, and one of the 380s. Can't wait. Yeah, you're going to love the BM. Okay, so hopefully my trusty assistant over here will make sure he screenshots that so I can get that list. I will be awfully surprised if Les doesn't show up at some point on this on this live. He is back from SHOT Show, and it sounds like he had a really good time. I got to see a lot of the literature and pamphlets that he brought from the various vendors that he visited with while he was out there. And it looks like there were some really cool things. I think one of the things I was most intrigued by was all of the incredible knives. I mean, you know, when we went to the Tulsa Gun Show, the knife selection was amazing. Like there were so many knives there. And, you know, I've started getting into knives, into pocket knives, and I was so impressed by some of the gorgeous custom knives there. But oh my gosh, when Les brought all of these knife booklets out from the different knife vendors that were at SHOT Show, I mean, I was drooling over some of these. They were absolutely gorgeous. I cannot believe how many pocket knives are now being made with Damascus steel. Incredible, incredibly beautiful. And I don't know that I would ever use one because it's so pretty. I would probably just carry it around and stare at it all the time. So, all right, let me get caught up with my comments here. All right, welcome TJ Persickety. Good to see you. So he's saying evening. Who else? See if we got anybody else to catch up with here. Oh, cool. Vanessa Kitty says that she's starting some wood parts for some leather campaign chairs soon. Oh my gosh. That would be so cool. That would be absolutely gorgeous. Michael Dunn has a headache. Why do you have a headache, Mike? I'm sorry, Michael Dunn. But Michael Dunn, take note. You're always here with me in spirit, right there. See my beautiful little Jenny J gun. So, let's see. Reese says more shy than me. I think he's talking about my husband. Yeah, Brian's Custom Canvas says, hey, you got me on. I know. And I didn't even have to cause any kind of physical pain or anything on you. And I mean, I can sit right by my husband and smack him and punch him around and he still won't get on my lives. And I said, all of these people would love to talk with you and pick your brain. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll keep our fingers crossed. Jimmy Rodriguez. Hey, great to see you. Hey there, Jenny J and director, AKA trusty assistant. Yes, trusty assistant, Mr. Jenny J 1911. Cowboy Jeff, she couldn't make it. Lena Michalek. Did you? Oh, who? Lena Michalek couldn't make it to. Oh, I wish she would have been my special guest. No, it wasn't Lena Michalek, but how cool would that be? And then maybe while we were at it, I could twist her arm to give me one of those new beautiful rose cigs. That would be so cool. Let's see. Oh, see, Brian's Custom Canvas says he'll do another at a later date. So no pressure, Mr. Jenny J 1911. You've got other people who are willing to be repeat guests. So now, but I am hoping that my special female guest will be able to come next week. She's a really dynamic woman, dynamic spirit, very vivacious. You guys are absolutely going to love her. I have spent maybe 10 minutes in a room with her, and she just is so much energy, high energy, and has a really good outlook on things. So I'll just leave it at that. Tim Olofsson, hey, good to see you. Rich 1911. I am not related to Rich 1911. No, I'm just me. I have no other 1911 relations. So just Mr. Jenny J 1911. He doesn't even get his own name. So we tried 2011, but that's trademarked. Yes, Michael Dunn agrees that would be a fun show if she came on. I agree. I think it would be too. Wiley Thompson is suggesting try winter surfing on Lake Superior when in the UP, or in the UP, as they say up there. So winter surfing, here's the problem. So where we climb is right on Lake Superior. And actually, there are some islands out there where we could choose to go ice climb as well. But to get out there, you have to get a snowmobile. And every year there are ice climbers who think they can walk across Lake Superior and not know how the ice currents, or the ice is, how the currents under the ice have created the formations under there. And these ice climbers will dare it, and they'll go out and they'll fall through the ice. And so we're not doing that. What people end up doing is they hire snowmobile drivers to drive them out across Lake Superior and get them out to those islands where they can climb. I don't know, maybe we'll do that this year. So I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna kind of just play it by ear. Let's see. Who else? What else are we doing here? Critter beat the IRS. Well, that's good, Critter. That's always kind of like better than winning the lottery, I would say, right? Let's see. Oh, Cowboy Jeff says, wait, what about me? I'm a 1911 family member. Yes, you are, Cowboy Jeff. In fact, Cowboy Jeff was also on my show. He was also one of my guests. And so, Cowboy Jeff, not only are you my A+ front row student, brown noser, you are also part of my 1911 family. That is true. Catchman says, if you're near Lake Superior this next trip, try a dip in the lake. If you survive, you're a very tough lady. Being from Michigan myself, I tried in July once. Yeah, I don't think so. No, I do not understand people that do the polar bear thing. I just don't get it. Do not get it. Okay, so I want to get to, I saw this article I want to read to you guys. Okay, this is on whiskeyriff.com. I don't know if you guys have ever seen articles from whiskeyriff.com. I had not, but I saw this article tonight. It was written on January 20th. And maybe you guys have heard about this already, but good old Twitter says, Twitter blasts former Broncos DE Derek Wolfe for hunting monster mountain lion that was terrorizing Colorado neighborhood. Okay, so it says Derek Wolfe is a former defensive end who spent most of his career with the Denver Broncos. But nowadays, the guy is known for taking down massive mountain lions. The former Super Bowl champ had been hunting a mountain lion since Tuesday in Colorado after he'd gotten a call that the creature had been terrorizing a rural neighborhood in the city. The 32-year-old said that the mountain lion had killed a woman's 2 dogs and they were nervous what he might do next. So Wolf set out to put an end to the killings and terrorizing, and sure enough, he got the best of the ginormous mountain lion. He explained in an Instagram post, "Late Tuesday night, I got a call from Hunt Nest to see if I wanted to stalk a giant tom, which is a male mountain lion, who has been wreaking havoc in a rural neighborhood. He had already killed 2 of her dogs and was living under her porch, nervous what he might do next." Ooh, geez, he was living under her porch. I mean, no thanks. "We found a fresh 4x4 mule deer he had just killed. We hiked straight up 2,500 feet and down the other side, then back up again, back down the other side, and then back up again to 9,600 feet. Exhausted, dehydrated, cramping, I drew back my Hoyt bow and sent an sever broadhead through him." I don't know, is it sever or sever? I don't know. But anyway, it says, "Then I had to crawl backwards down the mountain with him to get him to the truck. I fell 10 feet off a rock face on the way down. LOL. Any guess how big this thing was?" Needless to say, it was a hero move by Wolf, because who knows what more damage the mountain lion could have done. Much respect. So, needless to say, the PETA dorks were out in full force, with some even going as far as to suggest that Derek should be hunted now. Unreal. That is unreal. I mean, so what do you guys think about that? I mean, the guy went and, I don't know, saved this neighborhood from a mountain lion that had obviously been feasting on all of the delicious victuals he could find. And I don't know, now PETA and other groups and persons, individuals are blasting this guy for taking matters into his own hands and taking care of it. So I don't know. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. I mean, what do you think? Reese says people eat tasty animals. That is true. Yeah, that is true. I was at work the other day and I said something about PETA, and somebody I work with, and of course, you know, most of these are gun people that I work with. They had not heard of PETA. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "You've never heard of PETA? People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals?" I mean, I don't know. I kind of thought that PETA is a PETA. PETA is a pain in the... What's that last word, viejo? I'm kidding. So Vanessa Kitty says, "I eat tasty vegetarians, the cows, etc." Yeah, Critter says beats chocolate covered grasshoppers. Yeah, that's I guess that's true. Wiley Thompson says shoot and shut up. Yeah. Critter says my food poops on yours. That's pretty good. Speaking of, this was also, I thought, very interesting. I don't know. This is a way departure. This is more of like a Friday night date night topic that I'm going to bring up here, but it just this conversation made me think of this. I just read an article today. How many of you have been to a gas station recently and seen the little bottles of Fireball? Okay, we all know what Fireball is, right? And I guess they're selling those little bottles for about $1 a piece. And so everybody's all like, ooh, you know, Fireball whiskey. Everybody loves Fireball whiskey. Gonna go buy some Fireball whiskey. Well, I just read an article today that apparently that Fireball at the gas stations is not Fireball whiskey. It is a whiskey flavored beverage, a whiskey flavored liquor that says Fireball on it. And so I'm kind of like, huh. I mean, I enjoy whiskey from time to time. And I was very disappointed to see that Fireball is not actually Fireball whiskey. So, yeah. So, if you're going to the gas station in hopes of finding some good little bottles of Fireball whiskey, it's not. It's just flavored like whiskey. It's probably like nail polish remover flavored like whiskey or something. I don't know. Very sad. Very sad. Okay. Michael Dunn says, if a bear or cat was stalking me and I have a weapon on me, I would do whatever to keep alive. That's true. I think, Michael Dunn, where people are going to find fault with that, they're going to say, well, he was not being stalked by this mountain lion. So what would you say then? How would you come back to that? Let's see. Okay. Cowboy Jeff, Fireball, yummy. Yes, Affordable Armory, Fireball whiskey is not whiskey. In my opinion, I'm very particular about my whiskey. I would choose either Jameson or Maker's Mark. If anybody ever wanted to, send me a bottle. But this is water. Just so we're clear tonight, in the Jenny J cup, water. Because, I do have to work tomorrow. So, let's see here. Yes, Reese said it is a malt beverage. You are correct. That is true. I did read that in that article. Very disappointing. Brian's Custom Canvas says, ooh, Jenny, what about tartar sauce? So Brian's Custom Canvas may have seen a post on one of my social medias that I took a video this last week. So we went up through Illinois. We were going to Passall Park to shoot. And so Mr. Jenny J and I stopped for a quick bite at McDonald's because we just wanted to get up there and shoot. So we stopped for a quick lunch at McDonald's, got it to go, went through the drive-thru, got it to go. I decided to order a fish fillet sandwich, and I said no tartar sauce. And let's see here. I'll pull this up. I said no tartar sauce. And here it is, the tag that says no tartar sauce right there. And I open my box, pull off my bun, tartar sauce, and a heck of a lot of it. So I had to scrape my tartar sauce off with my French fries. So I wasted French fries, scraping off yucky old tartar sauce. So yeah, that's what Brian's Custom Canvas was talking about. And I made the comment, something to the effect of McDonald's workers want higher wages. They want to be paid more. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, so I was very happy with McDonald's for that. Let's see. Dale Pogue. Dale Pogue says Jim Beam. Reese says McCollum. Okay. Yeah, it is not vodka, Michael Dunn. I don't even like vodka. I have never liked vodka. I've never been a vodka person. Critter says Wild Turkey Honey Whiskey. I have never tried that, actually. Sounds interesting. Honey whiskey sounds very interesting. Cowboy Jeff says, I have a Jenny J cup just like that. Yes, you do. You do, Cowboy Jeff. I think you also have a hat. Cowboy Jeff. Speaking of cups and hats, before my live tonight, it was actually working on my online merchandise store. I have kind of let that fall by the wayside. I will tell you why. I found hoodies and t-shirts that I like. I just haven't found hats that I like. I'm not happy with the hats for the drop ship companies that I'm looking at. And, you know, there's just, I don't know. I don't want you guys to order Jenny J merchandise and then get it and be like, wow, this is crap. You know, so I'm trying very hard, but you know, maybe I'll just put the hats on the back burner, or I'll get the hoodies and the t-shirts on now, so that if anybody wants to, you know, partake in some Jenny J apparel, you can do that. I have sweatshirts in royal blue and white and gray. So just so you know, and the same with t-shirts. So yeah, Brian's custom canvas said I should eat the box. I don't think so. You know how many disgustingly dirty hands probably touched that box? I mean, if they can't leave my tartar sauce off, pretty sure they might not have figured out how to wash their hands either. So yeah, not going to be even bothering with that. Reese says entry-level jobs should get entry-level pay. Yep. That is true. Critter says want in one hand, crap in the other, see which one fills up faster. Yep. That is also true. Let's see. Teacher cares about her class. Aw, yes, I do. Well, you know, I want you guys to drink out of your Jenny J cups or put on your Jenny J hats and have happy thoughts about me and not be like, why did I waste this money? That wouldn't be very good. Okay, so I have to tell you. Reese said, how many dirty hands fondled your fillet? I don't know. I don't even want to think about it, Reese. So I have, you know, I have some really wonderful coworkers. Right after I started my new job, my boss let me borrow his Ruger 1911. And that video is actually my second most popular video. Like, it's unbelievable. I think because everybody knows the Ruger name, everybody knows the 1911, and it seems like a lot of people, it's a common gun for people to have. And so everybody is excited to, you know, throw their thoughts into the mix on that video. So anyway, he let me borrow his gun, and then I had a coworker. I told you guys this last week how another one of my coworkers said, "Hey, I just got the CR920 from Shadow Systems. Would you like to do a review on that?" And so I said, "Yeah, that would be awesome." So that video will be coming out in a couple of days. So we have that one that we shot this last weekend. And I won't give you my opinion on that one yet. But interestingly enough, another one of my coworkers, and remember, I work with a bunch of gun people now, so this is like so great. Another one of my coworkers approached me, I want to say Friday, and said, "Hey, I have an AR. Would you like to, I noticed that you haven't reviewed any ARs on your channel. So would you like to review that?" And I was like, well, yeah, sure. Why not? So he brought his AR to work yesterday and gave it to me after work. And I was just like, this is really cool. And I carried this great big, you know, case into the house and set it down on our dining room table. And the mister came over and took a look at it. And so I'm super excited because I've never actually, I mean, I've shot ARs and AKs, but I've never really done any review videos on any of them. So I'm very excited for that. So I think that's going to be really, really cool. So I will be shooting that on Saturday, and we will, I don't know, we'll let you know how it goes. You'll have to watch for a video for that probably next Monday. That kind of seems to be one of my days that I put videos out. So probably next Monday we'll get that out. I also have another Beretta I'm going to be shooting, as well as starting on the Star family. So those are guns that you guys can look forward to the videos coming out on. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh no, Affordable Armory says that his Jenny J cup is dirty. I will have you know, Affordable Armory was the very first person to buy a Jenny J cup. So very, very, very impressive. Affordable Armory has always been so supportive of the Jenny J franchise, for lack of a better term. Matt Vasquez, great to see you and your comment. He says, if you want higher pay, do the simple jobs right. Oh, what a novel concept, right? Yeah. You can't expect to make more money if you can't do the simple things right. Okay. Affordable Armory says, compare it to your Hellcat. Compare the AR to my Hellcat. I mean, that would actually kind of be funny, wouldn't it? Talk about two ends of the spectrum. That would be pretty funny. Michael Dunn says he wants a new Ruger Marlin 336 or 1895. Aww. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one for you. Let's see. Cowboy Jeff says, shoot on Saturday, videos on Saturday night. Well, okay. I just want to point out, Cowboy Jeff, if you notice the stellar editing that's happening on these Jenny J videos now, I mean, hello, those little digital heart graphics don't just happen in one day, you know. And the applauding hands with the crowd applauding, I mean, yeah. And then of course I now have to pour through a bunch of music and try to find what is, you know, good music that I like for my videos. Michael Dunn. I gotta highlight this comment. Michael Dunn says, I better hear you saying mama likes again. LOL. You're not the first person that has brought that up. You know, I actually say that. I say that from time to time. I don't know if I've ever said that in a video or not, but it just came out. I was having such a blast with that gun. Oh my gosh. I mean, you know, it's funny because Bull doesn't pay me. Obviously, I don't have any gun manufacturer sponsors. And I kind of like, I appreciate that I don't, just for the simple fact that I know I can say whatever I want. I'm not being bought by anybody, and I can say whatever I want about these guns. Well, I don't know if anybody will ever believe this because I've never really said anything negative about any bull that I've shot. But that bull, even above that Caesar trophy that I shot, that bull was my favorite by far gun ever. So yeah, I couldn't help it. I did not want to stop shooting that gun. There was absolutely nothing about that gun that I would change. Not a single thing. Except for the fact that Dennis owns it and I don't. That's the only thing I would change. But no, it is a really incredible gun. So Mama did like. All right. Oh, Affordable Armory says the CR 920. Yes, and they are very similar, aren't they? So they would be very fair comparisons. But I do kind of think the AR versus the Hellcat would be hilarious. So, you know, I mean, why not compare a 5.56 to a 9mm little tiny you know, micro gun. Uh, Cowboy Jeff is apologizing. He says, I'm sorry. I didn't think of the editing crew members' time. Yeah. And this girl does all the editing. That's all me. And so sometimes it takes a while. And, you know, I do have other endeavors too. So other things that take some of my time now. So Brian's custom canvas says, I really want the 44 mag lever. Really, really, Jenny, Princess Leia, you're my only hope. Okay. Oh yes, Reese says it's the big scary gun. I know. Oh yeah, speaking of the big scary guns and ARs, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Okay, so last week we talked a little bit about the gun situation in Illinois, right? And I saw this article tonight that was just published. What is today? Yes, just published today. Just making sure. Okay. This is on firearmsnews.com. This article was written by Mark Chestnut. Okay. So, the title of the article is Illinois Governor Pritzker's family opens new gun range. This just cracks me up. So, the sweeping assault weapon ban has been opposed by most of Illinois. Even a member of Governor Pritzker's own family has opened a gun range with the very guns banned in Illinois. So, the article, in case you haven't heard about this yet, since it just came out today, the article says, the situation with Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and his so-called sweeping assault weapon ban and registration scheme has taken an even more interesting turn. We told you a few days back how Pritzker had signed the extreme ban that outlawed many types of semi-automatic rifles and allowed citizens to keep their current guns if they register them and pay a fee. At the time, he made not-so-veiled threats to law enforcement officers because there were already rumblings of possible noncompliance among legislators and sheriffs. Just a week later, sheriffs were already fighting back with more than 80% of the state's 102 sheriffs saying they oppose the law and won't enforce it. As Coles County Sheriff Kent Martin said at the time, citizens who own these firearms legally have done things properly to get them and who use them responsibly. They're not the ones who are the problem. Ding, 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 ding. Now, media reports indicate that some of Pritzker's own family members are in opposition to such mass firearms bans. In fact, according to ChicagoCityWire.com, Pritzker's cousin is now opening a gun range in Summers, Wisconsin, about 65 miles north of Chicago, where people can shoot the very guns Pritzker and Democrats in the Illinois legislature have outlawed. So, apparently, this family member, who is a retired lieutenant colonel with the Illinois Army National Guard, is the brainchild behind the range, and which will also house the Pritzker Military Museum and Library, which will move to the new location from Chicago. So apparently this location was in Chicago and is now moving just 65 miles north of Chicago into Wisconsin. So, it says this facility is needed because the Pritzker Military Museum and Library has outgrown existing archive space due to the success of the museum and the generosity of our donors. The growth is a testament to public interest in preserving the stories of our country's brave service members and their commitment and sacrifice in the name of freedom and democracy. The approximately 22,000 square foot two-story facility will include indoor shooting ranges, training opportunities, and a retail facility. Of the 15 shooting lanes, 10 will be 25 yards long, and the other 5 will be 50 yards. So, I think that's pretty funny. And they're just out of arm's reach for the state of Illinois by being in Wisconsin. And I saw that article and I thought, you know what? That is really, really hilarious because good for them. Good for them. If I lived in Illinois and all of this started happening, I might be choosing to get away from Illinois. So yeah, I don't think I'd stick around. Jenny J, you say mama like more than that video. Yes, I do. I do say that more than in just that video. Affordable Armory. Okay, so we're back to whiskey. I didn't know you guys liked the whiskey topic so much. We'll have to discuss whiskey some more sometime. He says, my go-to whiskey is Woodford Reserve or Bullet. Well. Let's see here. Affordable. I like Woodford better than Bullet. That's what Viejo is saying. Okay. Michael Dunn is apparently volunteering to be a free editing crew member for me. I know he didn't say free, but that's what I'm inferring. So it's, that's how it's going to be. So Michael Dunn, you're on my non-existent payroll. Yay! Okay. Let's see. Okay. Skipping through all of my comments here. Michael Dunn, can't we all just get along? Yeah. And Michael Dunn also says ban Illinois. Reese, yes, I agree. I think that Michael Dunn is going to be doing some remote work for me. That's very nice of you. So now I don't have to worry about editing. I wonder if that means Mr. Jenny J doesn't have to worry about setting up cameras. Will somebody come and set up cameras and lights for us too? Because that'd be awesome. Oh, and charge all the batteries. That would be really helpful. If you could charge all of the stuff that we have to charge all the time, that would be really helpful too. I think, honestly, doing YouTube stuff really does become almost like a full-time job. The only difference is it's still fun, right? This is still fun. And with the YouTube thing, you can kind of take a step back from it from time to time if you need to. I can't take a step back from my full-time job, unfortunately. They expect me to be there every day. Weird. I don't know. Yes, and Cowboy Jeff says, I also heard free worker Michael Dunn. Oh, Michael Dunn saying, you got kids. Yeah. You know what my videos would end up looking like if I had my kids edit them? No, not happening. I would never, ever, never be able to do that. My 15-year-old laughs at me tonight. I went up to her room. I always go to her room right before I start a live, and I talk to her for a minute. And she always says, "Oh, you getting ready to start your live?" Because she's teenager, hangs out in her room. And so I'll say, "Yes, I'm gonna go start my live." And she was like, "So what you been doing tonight?" And I said, "Well, I've been working on my online store for my merch." And she starts making fun of me. She's like, "You have merch? Really?" I'm like, yes, I have merch. I mean, not very much merch, but enough merch. So yeah. Reese says TikTok vids. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Yes, TikTok vids, but TikTok doesn't like Jenny J very well. And I have not been posting much on TikTok at all lately. So, mostly because, it's like half of my stuff has gotten quarantined there. So how dare I show any kind of gun videos, even though I tell them they're all toy guns. They're not real. Hello. Viejo says editing can be a pain. I always have 2 cams going, lots of clips to wade through. It takes time. It definitely does. Yeah. Yep. It takes a lot of time. And, when we have audio and everything else, and yeah, it just, when we have all that stuff going on, and then we shoot more than one gun in a sitting, and it's just, lots of stuff to go through. The reloading videos actually are probably, for me, one of the easier ones to do, just because we don't have to lug our equipment around. When we go out, we go out to Gateway, and we are quite a spectacle when we go out to Gateway on Saturday mornings to shoot our videos, because we have our big studio lights. We carry those out with us. The cameras, the microphones, the guns, everything that we need. I take changes of clothes, so I'm not wearing the same clothes in all the videos. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, but if I ever look suspiciously the same, as in like hair and makeup and stuff, there might be a reason why, but I'm wearing a different shirt because I'll change shirts between each gun. Change clothes so that, you guys don't look at a video and say, oh, I already watched that one, but it's a different gun. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's fun, and I love doing it. I love doing that, and getting to, meet the people that I get to meet, and shoot the things I get to shoot, and talk to you guys. So, and hear from you guys, it's just incredible. And we're actually coming up on our 1 year of our channel. 1 year for our YouTube channel will be on February 11th, which is on a Sunday. So maybe we'll have to have a special thing. Maybe you guys will have to like clear your calendars, and maybe we can have a live on that night or something. It'd be, I don't know, we'll have to have cake and candles. Celebrate our first birthday. We'll have to see how many subscribers we have by then. And speaking of subscribers, since people always ask how many we're up to, I will give you the latest update on our numbers. Right now, we are at 3,207 subscribers. So that's pretty good. I am very proud of how far we have come. And I know some channels grow much faster than that in a year, but I like to think that, we're doing things solidly, and I'm not selling anything but my love for guns. So that's all I'll say about that. Okay. I am gonna try to get back here. Michael Dunn says, I will take the job if I get to shoot guns after the reviews. Michael Dunn, are you going to come to Missouri? You have to come to Missouri to shoot the guns with us. I mean, and so, yeah, if you come to Missouri, job's yours. I will gladly hire you for that. What's really crazy is that, some gun tubers do actually have a staff. I can't even imagine what that would be like. Maybe someday we'll be able to do that. And, I can have an early retirement and just have my gun channel and my staff. Michael Dunn says, when is Hollywood going to take over for you, Jenny? Never. If I have anything to say about it. Cowboy Jeff says, yippee, happy anniversary. Yay. Jenny needs movie prop vans to haul Hollywood sets around. Yes, I know. Tank the Jeep does not. She's getting smaller and smaller with all the stuff we keep carrying. Especially now, I'm going to have this big AR case that literally takes up my entire back seat. So that's going to be one of the things we have to haul this next weekend, on top of all the other stuff, the lights and all that stuff. Yes, Cowboy Jeff, 3,200 plus 7. See, you guys don't get to see the exact number of subscribers, but I do. My husband and I have noticed that. Like, he'll look at the numbers, and when it gets to, I think once you get to 1,000, it doesn't show. It doesn't show the exact number once you reach 1,000. So yeah. Brian's custom canvas says ditch the Jeep and go big. Yeah. Okay, Reese. Now let's talk about this. The armorer must have snuck some blanks into that last video. I will have you know that every single shot I shot, and they were real, honest to goodness shots. So, yeah. And those steel targets, let me tell you about those steel targets that don't want to fall over. So I love Passall Park. Love it. And you all know that. I talk about it a lot because I love going up there to shoot. But a lot of times there isn't like a lot of maintenance done on those steel targets. And so this last week, after we shot, a few rounds, and we go down range, we set the targets back up, and some of the targets have actually like come off the base. And so one of them was actually leaning like really far forward like this. And I couldn't tell it at the time because it was leaning toward me. I'm here shooting with the gun, but it's actually like leaning like this. So when I hit it, obviously the bullet could not push it. Like I'm shooting a 9mm. It wasn't enough to push that big old heavy plate. So we were like, okay, next time we go up, we're going to take a crescent wrench and we're going to start tightening and fixing some of those targets because they just won't move. So Critter, that is a great idea. Critter says, get a puppy. Your subscribers will explode. That's a great idea. I like that idea. I need to get a puppy. He says we've got one. She's not a puppy anymore. She's great big. She's kind of a very large dog, and she's not really like a cuddly little, puffy puppy. Like my kind of puppy is like a little puffy, cuddly puppy. And she's not really a puffy, cuddly puppy, but we do have a dog. Her name is Sam. So Mr. 2011 isn't staff members, darn volunteer work. Yes, that is true. And Cowboy Jeff also makes a very good point. He says families grow slowly. That's true. We are a good, solid family, right, Cowboy Jeff? I agree with that. Brian's custom canvas, group rate airfare to Jenny J's Productions. That would be so cool, right? Oh my gosh. I still think it would be really, really neat. Oh, geez. Michael Dunn. I can't believe you said that. I still think it would be really neat to have some kind of gathering somewhere where we could all get together and shoot. I think that would be so cool. So I don't know. We'll have to make that happen sometime. I'm not even going to read that comment, Michael Dunn, but everybody will have to look and see. Too soon, Michael Dunn. Too soon. Puppies and babies. Yeah. That ship has sailed. No babies here, so it's going to have to be a puppy. Critter says, teach the dog how to hold a pistol. Yeah. I don't know. She's a giant scaredy cat. She's not really, she's pretty scared of most things. So I don't think, I think she'd be scared of a gun even. We just put Mr. JJ in the doghouse because now I'm going to be saying I need to get a puppy for my channel. So he's probably going to make me get a stuffed dog. Compromise. Go for Jenny J unicorns or chickens and really make money. So, I think I've told you guys, my mom raises chickens. Somebody actually at work the other day was asking me, they said, hey, your mom raises chickens, right? And I said, yeah. They said, man, she must be like making a lot of money right now, with all those chickens selling her eggs. And I said, she hasn't even mentioned, I don't know if she even is selling any of her eggs. So I don't know. And somebody asked me if she, harvests all of the eggs. And I said, no, she does not. I mean, there's just no way with as many chickens as she has. And they are free range chickens. They're laying eggs all over the place sometimes. Sometimes they choose not to lay them in their nest box. So, yeah, she would have to go on quite the egg hunt. And you all know how we egg hunt in this family. So, I don't know. She probably wouldn't go out with her 22 and hunt too many of them, but I would. Okay. Reese says they will say we all crossed state lines. That's okay. We live in Missouri. We live in a free state. So you guys just come here and it's all good. Santiago Perez. Hello. Good to see you. He's asking if I've gotten to my 5,000 subscribers yet. No, I have not. But if you guys would be so kind as to share this channel with anybody that you can think of, post it on Facebook. Do whatever you have to do. Say, hey, go subscribe to this channel so I have a chance to win a press. And if you win the press and you don't want it, give it to me. That's what you guys just tell all your family and friends. So, share it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe all the time. Make sure you hit like on this video. I don't know. I guess it helps the analytics or something. I don't know. Wayne Mail. Hello. Good to see you. There's a name I haven't seen in a little while. So, all right. Well, guess what? My J crew, it is officially past 9 o'clock. We have gone over the hour. This face has to go to bed. I have my 4 o'clock alarm on my phone. So I will be getting up soon. And so it is time for all good little Jenny J's and J crew members to go to bed. So it has been so much fun. This has been the fastest hour ever. And, we will be back here next week. Hopefully our special guest that you guys are going to love, 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 love will be able to make it this next week. So everybody say a little prayer that she feels better and she gets rid of her cold before then so she can come on the show. Make sure you mark your calendars for next week. Be watching the channel. Make sure you're still subscribed because, YouTube does the thing where they kick people off and whatever. So also make sure you hit like on this video. Go back and rewatch some of the other videos. Make sure you check out the new bull video if you haven't seen it yet. And watch for the Shadow Systems CR920 video that will be coming out in the next 2 days. And I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Have a great rest of your week and sweet dreams and good night.